If you're dreaming about the perfect countertop for your kitchen, you've come to the right place. Well, I'm gonna share with you 9 tips on how to choose the perfect slab for your kitchen. Tip number 1, choosing the right type of marble. Not all marbles are created equal. You have Carrara, Calacata, Statuario. Each one has its own personality. Carrara is more of a subtle and classic, while Calacata makes a bold statement with those dramatic veins. And if you're looking for the luxury at the highest level, Statuario's crisp white with a striking veining is the pinnacle. Tip number 3, veining and movement. Now let's talk about movement, and I'm talking about the salsa dancing type, right? So movement in marble, it refers how the vein comes across the slab, right? So whether you want something subtle or you want something more bold or more eye-catching, that's why it's really important that you're able to look at the vein and see how the vein will look in your kitchen, because it can give it a completely different vibe, right? So it's really important that you pay attention to that and make sure it aligns with your overall design. Tip number 4, honed versus polished finish. This might be one of the toughest decisions you make, right? Do you go polished for the ultra glossy luxury look, or do you choose something more of a softer, more of a matte finish? Right? So polished marble is show-stopping, right? It's more glossy, but it requires more maintenance and more upkeep, right? While if you look at matte, something matte, it will hide more of the imperfections and the scratches as well. So make sure that you evaluate those, because it will make a difference. Tip number 5, sealing is key. And it is. Marble is very porous. It absorbs a lot of different elements, a lot of different acids in the kitchen and everything else. You want to make sure that it is sealed. It's non-negotiable. Make sure you make this happen even way before it arrives in your home. So, of course, marble will develop the natural patina over time, which is really beautiful, which is really unique. It will do that, but again, this is something that is captivating, and it's one of the things that makes marble truly unique. Tip number 6, the edge profile can really transform your look. So don't forget about the edges. It can really make an impact, and that whether you go for a simple ease edge or a more of a dramatic waterfall, the edge profile can really make an impact. So if you're aiming for something more modern, clean lines are key. For something more traditional, then a bull nose or a bevel edge might be perfect for you. So make sure that you pay attention to the edges. Tip number 7, color choices beyond the whites. We all love the classic white marbles, right? They're really beautiful. But don't shy away from the grays, from the blacks, and even the beige marbles, which I really love. They can add more warmth to this kitchen and often can really step aside from more of a traditional look. So sometimes they're more unique. So this might be the best way to go. Tip number 8, maintenance reality check. Yes, it is marble. Yes, you're gonna need to have a maintenance protocol. You need to make sure that there's things that you don't put on it, that you take care of it, that you have a maintenance schedule, that you use cutting boards when you're cutting something, that you don't use harsh chemicals, and make sure that you have the TLC that it requires, right? That's the reality, and it's marble, and it is worth it though, so don't shy away from marble just because of that. Tip number 9, budget wisely. Last but not least, let's talk budget. High-end marble slabs can get pricey. We all know that, right? Especially the rare types, like the Calacata Golds, etc. So, but if you remember that it's not just buying the slab, you also need to budget for installation and maintenance, right? So this is gonna be a key. Make sure you keep that in perspective, and like that you don't go over budget. So there you have it, 9 tips on how to pick the perfect slab for your kitchen. Please review those tips, especially it will save you a lot of money, it will save you time, it will save you headaches. Make sure you review those before you go out and buy the perfect slab for your kitchen. Again, for things like this or any questions, feel free to reach out to us here at LRB Design.